Hello friends, once again welcome back to our Easy Biker channel. Today we are going to Niagara Falls, which is no doubt one of the natural wonders of the world. First we are going to have a quick visit at the US side, then we spend our rest of the time exploring the Canada side, which is truly have spectacular views. Niagara Falls located in New York, at the Niagara River. Niagara County are not only home to the famous falls but are rich in history, culture, outdoor life, shopping, adventure and agriculture. There are hundreds of attractions and things to do in the Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls State Park has over 400 acres of protected wildlife and lush landscape. The whole family will love the attractions in Niagara Falls, USA, which include both historical tours and adrenaline-pumping adventures. In American side, we decided to do the Over the Falls tours, which is an awesome tour which you can enjoy the waterfalls. The Rainbow Bridge at the USA-Canada border crossing are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week every day of the year. But I decided to ride my Harley. I decided to do a road trip to Canada, riding my motorcycle. From Florida, I drove to Maine, rode with some awesome biker friends, and entered Canada at Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. I rode all the way to Nova Scotia, and now arrived here at Niagara, Ontario.
Welcome to Niagara. So we just parked on the parking space here in the tower. We will go to see the view from the top.
First we are going to the Skyline Tower from where we can watch Niagara River and the falls from the top. We will see the Canadian Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls, all visible from restaurants and observation deck. The revolving dining at Skyline is an extraordinary experience. The restaurant silently rotates 360 degrees every hour, giving diners a constantly changing vantage point. It is estimated that more than 125 kilometers are viewable from the dining room.
Let us get the tickets.
There is always a long queue for the tickets, especially when there's several groups arrives at the same time. This is a tall tower. The actual height of the Skyline Tower from the base is 520 feet. But, the height of the tower above Niagara Falls Gorge is 775 feet. It says visibility from the observatory on a clear day is up to 80 miles, which is about 125 kilometers. Now we are at the observation desk. From here we get to see the views of the mighty Niagara Falls, the Great Gorge, the Niagara Wine District, the dazzling cityscape below, and the Toronto and Buffalo skylines. I would suggest this as one of the top things to do when visiting Niagara Falls. It really is the most breathtaking view in all of Niagara Falls. Frankly speaking, if you like to see the Niagara Falls from the best side, then go to the Canadian side. It's easy to go to both USA and Canada sides, because you can easily walk from one border to the other. If you ask the best time to visit Niagara Falls, it is mid-May to mid-September. July and August are the busiest months and people from all around the world visit the city of Niagara Falls. In my opinion, the weather is quite favorable during the months of June to September. Many friends ask me whether Niagara Falls owned by Canada or United States. So it is better to talk about some facts. There are actually 3 falls: the American and Bridal Veil Falls, and the Canadian Horseshoe Falls. The US owns the first 2 falls, the American and Bridal Veil Falls. And, the Canadian Horseshoe Falls is owned by Canada. Only 10% of the Niagara River flows over the American and Bridal Veil Falls. The remaining 90% flows over the Canadian Horseshoe Falls. The falls at Niagara are about 12,000 years old. In 1960, Roger Woodward was the boy who had survived a descent over the falls after a boating accident above the falls. The hydroelectricity generated in Niagara Falls sufficient to serve the electrical needs of southern Ontario and western New York. Blondin, a tightrope walker who performed numerous crossings of the gorge in Niagara Falls during the mid-1800s. Until 1886, when the Statue of Liberty was erected, the Falls at Niagara were the symbol of America. Visitors from all over the world targeted Niagara as a must-see during a visit to North America. Water that flows over the falls at Niagara ultimately ends up in Lake Ontario. From Lake Ontario, water drains by way of the St. Lawrence River into the Atlantic Ocean. The Rainbow Bridge and USA-Canadian border crossings are clearly visible from top of the Skylon Tower. Now we are going down. Still our boat ride through the falls, spectacular colors of water at night, and the view from tunnels are yet to come. This video is little longer than usual, but please be patient, I don't want you to miss anything. Before going to boat ride, let me remind you to subscribe our Easy Biker channel, and press the bell button to receive notifications. Thank you.
There is a shortcut trail leading to the boat rides. Not everybody use this trail, but it's good. It's steep. It's a good exercise.
More trees, more shades equals more oxygen, more energy. Hats off the tourism department and the people who preserve this awesome landscape.
I always wonder about the fact that some countries give so much priority for the tourism. They keep all the environment very neat and clean for the tourist. So I wish India, especially Kerala, learned from this.
In fact, we are witnessing 4 different level of views, or view from 4 different angles. First one was the aerial view from the tower, then this one, the ground level view, and, our next view the boat ride, which is from water. And finally the view from the water tunnel. Here we can see how much the boat operators take care of the tourists. The boat makes several rotation on all major points, so that no one miss any good views. Are you more adventurous? The zipline will take you across Niagara Falls. The zipline experience is the most heart-racing activity of Niagara Falls. Strap on your gear and head up to the launch deck before gliding down 2,200 feet of cable over the mighty waterfall. Feeling of incredible force of nature and the enjoyment of the stunning panoramic views of the Niagara Falls. Isn't it awesome? As we get closer, we see the queue for the boat ride. There are several payment machines available for buying tickets.
See, the payment is very simple.
After completing 4 simple questionnaires, with just 4 clicks, and swiping your credit or debit card, your ticket is printed.
There's a lift to the boat.
But it felt so safe and black and white. That was
The way they manage the long queue is impressive.
I used to know.
The path to the boat is twisty and long, so you won't feel any crowd in the queue.
All of that trouble years ago.
Right before boarding, you will be provided with a raincoat, so you won't get wet from the water spray in the fall.
So I am ready for cruise. The Canada side. So I did the US side earlier, but this is much more beautiful.
I am not sure if it is intentional, but here in Canada side, they have red color raincoat, whereas in American side they provide blue color raincoat. Yay! Our boat has arrived. So let's hop onto the deck for our Maid of the Mist tour. We are boarded and all set to go now. There are no separating grills on the boat, so the passengers can freely move around and enjoy the view.
We are about to move.
What a beautiful morning here in the USA. Every day
As we get closer to the falls, we can see the colorful rainbow formation due to the water droplets. It is truly a spectacular view.
USA. It seems like a dream, but to me it was yesterday.
The mist of the falls can be experienced even from miles away. So be ready to get drenched. Now, the name of our journey, Maid of the Mist, completely makes sense. Luckily, I had a wife to clean my mobile camera lens. It is hard for the camera to focus in the mist. Our boat now returns from here, as we might sink down if we go further closer. When we reach back, we can head off to the tunnel.
Okay guys, this is the end of our tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Niagara also offers us shops to purchase gifts, photo galleries for clicking good photos, and restaurants. We reached the tunnel. From here we can experience the feeling of being inside the fall. In my perspective, this is the best of all the views. We cannot reach any more closer to the falls or even capture the best shots like this. Now I really wish I had a professional camera with me. Unfortunately, because of the heavy vibration of my motorcycle, I'm unable to carry DSLRs.
Slowly but steady, I'm moving on.
Let's go to the observation desk and witness the last and the best view of the colorful Niagara Falls with the wide variety of light shows.
I'm trying to forget
This is the observation desk.
like you told me to
If you are planning to come and enjoy Niagara, do not miss the light show because it is completely worth the time.
do. I didn't know what to receive your love.
It is much more beautiful to see it live.
Gave me enough, broke off beautiful pieces of your own soul, just to make me feel happy, make me feel whole. But it's late at night and I wonder if you could see me now, would you be proud? I'm doing all the things we dreamed about. Is it dumb that I'm still hanging on to us? Maybe it's time for me to adjust to being alone.
Just as a note, you would need a Canadian visa to enter the Canada side unless you have a US passport.
Fun in Niagara over. So it's time to ride back to USA. So need to cross the border.
The border crossing is so easy that you can cross the border even by foot. So, be prepared before you plan your Niagara trip. It is absolutely worth visiting both the American and Canada side. I hope you guys enjoyed our trip just as much as I did. Thank you for watching my video. I would appreciate it if you guys post your comments and feedback so that I can improve my future videos up to your expectations.
Just to make me feel happy, make me feel whole. But it's late at night and I wonder if you could see me now, would you?